Imagine a quiet room, the only light coming from a small flickering candle. The wax slowly melts, carrying silent prayers into the air. That candle is a veladora, and in my culture, it marks the beginning of a new era. I want to share the story of the meaning of the veladora, a prayer candle deeply rooted in Hispanic traditions. I'll talk about where it comes from, what it symbolizes, and what it's meant for, and how it personally helped me guide through my life and major points through my life. In Hispanic and Latin America culture, veladoras are often more used than just candles. They are spiritual guides that lead us to ancestors, deep-rooted culture, and other aspects of life. Used in Catholic prayers, Dia de los Muertos altars, and in household rituals, they represent light in times of dark times, faith when the path is unclear, protection and connection to divine energy or ancestors. Often placed near images of saints, the Virgin of Guadalupe, or family photos. Common also during transitions, baptisms, funeral, or journeys of immigrations, or when someone is starting over. I personally have seen a lot of things that the veladora is used for. I have seen it for altars here in Mexico. It is very common for a lot of people to use it to just spiritual guidance or other types of informatives that it gives. A quote that I found online that really inspired me was, Dios enciende una luz cuando nosotros no vemos el camino. This means God lights a candle when we can't see the path. I think that this is deep rooted in not just culture, but in other types of beliefs and religion. I think that the veladora is not just an artifact of culture, but of religion. I think that religion plays a big fact and a big factor in a lot of people and why they go to church or why they do certain things. I also believe that the candle is a symbol of presidents and a symbol of a lot of things that just has happened. I mean, we see in America as well that we use God in our anthem. We pray to God when we are lonely, and I think that religion is such a big imbued thing in every culture all over the world. And I think that the veladora is a really good artifact to talk about because it's very relevant to today's topic. In an interview, I spoke with my aunt, and she shared a powerful memory. She told me, cuando cruzamos la frontera, that she lost a lot of hope and that she didn't have a lot of willing, and that she also wasn't really able to speak or communicate with others. I believe that her story is beautiful because then she goes on to explain that her story made her better when she crossed the border with just a candle. That her candle that she had prayed for with the gods to, it had helped her and it had made her a better woman. She cried to me and said that that was the only thing that gave her hope that day. It was her and her 2 children trying to cross the border and one candle lighting the way. This made me realize how the veladora wasn't just a prayer, but it was a symbol of her love, her fear, and her hope for her future. My personal connection is I lit my first one last night. It was actually last night when I was here in Mexico, and I have seen a lot of relief. It stays on. Mine, hopefully, gladly it had stayed on, and it gave me hope. It gave me realization, and it gave me reassurance. I think that a candle is symbolic, and I think that all artifacts are symbolic to not just culture, but a lot of religion. The candle had stayed up all night, like I said, and I light it now. I'm starting to light it now, not just honoring my family, my culture, and my aunt, who really shared an amazing story. The veladora is more than just a wax and a flame. Here, where my parents are from in Mexico, we have 2 factories that make candles. My family often can buy candles on the street, and it is often very common to buy candles and to light them up every day. A lot of people have altars here in Mexico. They have altars of La Rosa Guadalupe, or I believe here it is Lourdes is the saint here, and she is giving hope to everyone in Mexico and Irapuato. It's very cultural to be giving candles to that saint because she is assigned to a certain city in here in Mexico. And I think that the candles are always living or lasting a good memory because people give hope and they gain a sense of confidence that there's still hope. There's never, the light in the candle never goes out. And I think that it's part of my identity. It's a bridge between the past and the future. A way to carry our deepest wishes and intentions into the universe. Whenever I start to light one, I know I am not alone. I carry the strength of my ancestors, not just of my family, but of new beginnings. Thank you.